Hello and welcome back to another RuneScape 3 weekly update day video. 7 years ago, Ritual of the Majorat was released, and with it came the Wrath of the Dragonkin, leaving Edgeville in somewhat of ruins and shambles. But with this week's update, we finally get to see that damage undone. With this week's update, we finally get to see Edgeville return to what it used to look like. Rebuilding Edgeville. Edgeville has been partially destroyed for a while now, as a result of the events in Ritual of the Majorat, and Mandareth is eager to hide the evidence of the Dragonkin's attack, so people stop talking about them in fear of their return. To get started, speak to him to get a list of jobs he requires you to do. Once you've completed the list, Mandareth will have a Dragonkin lamp waiting for you. With this update, anytime you use a Dragonkin lamp, you have a chance to unlock Effie, our ancient effigy-based pet. As you know, we are in a competition for an NPC and lore book to be added to Edgeville to celebrate this update. We had so many fantastic entries, and it was a struggle to whittle it down to just one winner. Congratulations to Bruce Willis on your entry. Expect to be seeing an NPC named Bruce walking the streets of Edgeville complaining about the tourist destination very soon. In second place, congratulations to Froggy1223. We will be adding your lore book to the Edgeville Furnace. We won't spoil the books just yet, but expect them in the coming weeks. This week's patch notes feature an attack range buff for the Sarin Godbow, alongside some ninja fixes, bug fixes, and more. And starting off the patch notes this week, we have Graphical. Fixed an issue with Bubbles, the fishing pet, appearing as a blue box in Java. Fixed a graphical issue with Replica God Wars Dungeon Armadillo, Override, where face skin tone did not match the rest of the body. Removed alphas from Cogwheel, Camille, and Fair Dancer emotes. Outfits. Added the correct model to the adamant throwing axe when worn. Fixed a graphics issue when wearing Navigator's cuffs, Override. Edited the corners of the Sunset Skybox to make them less obvious. Your head will no longer stretch while wearing the Ancient of the Eldest outfit without a head override. Fix the positioning of the flame animation on an offhand Ice-dyed Kopesh, and the female Tier 7 Citadel Guard has had their ankles reattached. Quests, challenges, and achievements. The level 8 skill requirement on the 1000 XP Agility, Herblore, and Prayer lamps awarded by Recruitment Drive have been removed. Updated Carnelian Rising start point in quest information. Removed a duplicate Surok from the hunt for Surok mini quest. Fixed a typo in Nuvarok tasks reward description. Fixed an issue with the achievement tracker having an empty slot which could not be used. The south and west side story new Varak achievement now correctly displays your progress to joining the Phoenix Gang and the Black Arm Gang. Players will now automatically attack Johnny the Beard in Dimension of Disaster to stop him from turning invisible. And the level 5 construction requirement and 500 construction XP has been removed from the Perils of Ice Mountain mini quest. A free-to-play gain access to a repeatable construction training method. This may be reverted in the future. Skills, D&Ds, and minigames. The Odd Old Man clue scroll will now be prioritized when the Rotten Journal is obtained and destroyed. Harvesting Potato Cactus should now correctly add to farming urns. The Wilderness Swords once again have their action bar's left click set to the Edgeville teleport. Equipping a task set item will no longer force an override to be equipped. The Arty Cloak overrides can now be consistently equipped without the required tier of tasks completed. Tiles that once had notifications will no longer block players while there is no active time limited event. Teleport jewelry pieces combined with a teleportation compactor are no longer automatically lost on death. One of the Piscator's clue scroll scans has been adjusted slightly to no longer clash with the big Chinchompa spawn in that area. Other Cinderbane glove drops now show up on the RuneMetrics activity page. The T75 Tuska armor will now convert to T50 in free-to-play worlds when equipping the armor via presets. Boosted the attack range of the Syrian Godbow to 9. Stuns are now cleared when transitioning Telos from phase 4 to 5. Void Shifter now correctly teleports you when your life points are below 10%. Checking charges on the Slayer helm now mentions teleports that are available to Morvran if the requirements are met. Removed Force Walk tile from the Lumbridge Gatehouse. Removed the ability to use a legendary familiar with an infused Beast of Burden pouch inside the barrels area. The Appear in Menagerie toggle for the Buddy Pet should now work correctly. Mouse over tooltips for things like Elf City Clan cooldowns, as well as combat buffs and debuffs, will no longer flicker on and off when you perform actions such as pickpocketing to gain more XP and giving and receiving hits in combat. Elite Dungeoneering outfit will now work correctly in Guardian Sphere Challenge Room. And lastly, we have ninja fixes. You can now quick chat Gobi Reputation through the other tab under Combat Phrases. The Hellion Aura has been added to the Aura Management System. The reset mechanic for auras has been updated to now include both the Hellion Aura's reset and Soul Reaper reward refresh auras as part of the Aura Management System. The Rock of Dalgroth and the Rock Slide in Heroes Quest have had the Prospect and Mine Ops switched around so that the mine is now left click. The size of the Skeletal Horror Arena instance has been increased to include additional scenery in the distance. The level 110 combat requirement from Dominion Tower and Dreadnoughts has been removed and is now a recommended combat level when talking to the Strange Face. The Dominion Staff now has a level 90 metric requirement. The Dominion Sword now has a level 90 attack requirement. And lastly, it is now possible to change XP received from shifting tombs within the game. Well, that will conclude this week's update and patch notes video. I do hope y'all enjoyed. I will be making a separate video on the Lumbridge rebuild to showcase the tasks that Mandris has for you and whatnot. So, anyway, as always, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.